Welcome back to the Webby and O'Neill channel. Manchester United 0, Bournemouth 3. It's a match reaction. Webby, your thoughts on that?
Where do I make start? Absolute terrible. You know, no passing, no movement, no legs, no energy, no fighting, no nothing, Tony. And Bournemouth 3-0. That tells a story. They were so comfortable. Bournemouth was so comfortable in that match. I was at Goodison 3-4 weeks ago. Probably seen one of the greatest goals ever. And I've seen a performance by a young midfield boy there who looked like he'd been there 3 or 4 years with the passing, the coolness, the energy. We needed legs. We needed freshening up today after that Chelsea game. And the kid sat on the bench. Now, obviously, it's all going to come down to the manager again, and rightly so, he picks the team. But I'm looking at that and thinking, for me, our best defender is Luke Shaw, right? So we're pulling him out of position. We're playing a full-back who was 8th choice at Tottenham, yeah? So what must Varane be doing in training? He's either done something really bad to upset Ten Hag, or he must be absolutely dog shit in training for him not to play 5 times Champions League winner. He's fit because he's on the bench.
Was you not happy with the starting 11, what he picked? Should it have been the same side? Obviously, maybe an injury there, but was that first 11 the right one?
Well, it was in his eyes. It wasn't in my eyes because Martial played. You know what I mean? He's obviously, you know, I'm a big fan of Martial, but the time's passed now. He's now got to leave the club. You know, who's going to sign him? I don't think it's going to be hard to find a top decent club. You know, I was watching him there. He was laying off the ball. He was just one putting a run into getting in that box to that near post. But there you go. But I'm looking at you. Sometimes you need freshening up because the games are coming quick and fast.
Half time, though. A lot of people there. I mean, this is a couple of hours after the game. And I've been inundated, as you have, with people screaming at dogs abuse about that team. But at half-time, Webby, should he have made changes? Because it was lacklustre.
Yeah, make changes, yeah. You know, and I look at that, obviously I'm just going to jump forward to the end of the game now. Bruno gets himself booked now, which is a Liverpool game. You know,
good thing or a bad?
For me at the moment, I think it's a good thing. You know, seeing him try to hit 50, 60-yard passes when there's a 10-yard ball onto him either side. You know, him throwing his hands up in the air. Just think it was a terrible day at the office. But I fear for us now. I fear for the manager. You've got the next 2 games. You've got Bayern and you've got Liverpool away.
You talk about fear for the manager, Webby. I go back a couple of months, Brighton and Hove Albion. You came out quite rightly, and you said it after the game, that some of these players would throw the manager under the bus. Is he getting thrown under the bus, Webby, or is it his own mistakes?
No, but obviously it's his own mistakes. I look at this Sancho thing. You know, the kid's on whatever amount of money a week. You know, he's not going to say, play him. You know, if we've got an injury on that side. But obviously, I think it's now the time. It's been gone on too long now. Get the Reds together. Give the Reds a wobble. Now, if it doesn't get sorted out, then January on in the season he goes. But while he's on that money tow, get him playing. I'm seeing every picture on a Saturday morning that he's in a club in London. You know, he's training Monday to Friday. We'll see him Monday. Who's laughing?
Yeah, but Webby, you say get him on there, give him a game, but put him into what? What is the style of play you would put Sancho into? Because I don't know the style of play. Lots of people. Can you see a style of play out there?
Not really, but I can also see on the right-hand side, we've probably got one of the worst signings we've ever made at this club, in Anthony, for me. You know, but who's the up against? Who's going to challenge for the position every week? Nobody. So whenever he picks a team and he's fit, he's going to play. Tony's not good enough. Like you said before, we could have got him for 30 million, which is still too dear. We end up paying 80 for him. He's got to be one of the worst signings I've ever seen at this club. One of the worst wingers. We've been brought up on Stevie Coppell, Andrei Kanchelskis, Lee Sharp, Ryan Giggs, Antonio Valencia. And you got him. There's one point there in the first half, we got the ball broke away, and he come back to our 18-yard box.
Yeah, but he's not the only one after that game.
But at the end of the day, he's making these noises and he's come with a big reputation. You've got to do more as a winger for United. You've got to do more than that. Say it's not just only him. But the thing is today, it needed freshening up. It was down to the manager, and I'll go back again. 3 weeks at Goodison Park, I've seen a young kid from Stockport look like he'd been in that team for 4 to 5 years. And where's he been since? You know, he gets brought on at Newcastle, was he? I don't know, for 5-10 minutes, and he doesn't come on against Chelsea. Play him today, freshen it up. It's all about fresh legs, heavy pitch, freshen it up. You know, you got Goodison there, so with the points. Every time you go to Goodison Park, it's an hostile atmosphere. He calmed him down, he shut him up. Well, it was absolutely mint, so.
Yeah, but look, listen, today, I get your point, and a lot of people out there will. But looking at today, okay, captain's performance, where was he?
There you go.
No, but what was the performance? I mean, a captain there has to urge his players on.
Tony, you're 1-0 down, you're in battling rain, you're driving, it's against you. You know, you'd see Brian Robson, come on, lads, Keano, come on, Stevie Bruce. You know, captains like that, Gary Neville. All I see him is moaning, rolling around on the floor like he'd been hit by a 216 bus. You know, it's pathetic. He's gone down in the penalty area looking for the penalty. I bet the kids are, though.
Would you be
disgraceful, mate?
Webby, you know as well as I do. You've seen it. You've been in football a long time, like I have. Right? Results like this. Do you fear for the manager?
Of course, you got to fear. You know, especially with the next 2 games. Because it's 2 more defeats. You lose 1 game at Manchester United Football Club is a crisis. You lose 2, there's a world crisis. You lose 3, the world's going to blow up. You know what I mean? And you say obviously about throwing the manager under the bus. And it'll be said that, you know, it's been done with Van Gaal, it's been done with Mainoo, it's been done with Ole. Some of these clowns will just throw him under the bus. But at the end of the day, it's always going to come back to the manager because he picks the team. And today, for me, he should have made 1 or 2 changes to freshen things up. I honestly thought at half-time, because let's have it right, we was getting in behind him, I thought he'd bring Marcus on at half-time. And this could have been a game that kick-started this season. You never know. But fair play to Bournemouth. They come and defended well at us on the break. And 3-0 doesn't tell a story because it's easy peasy for Bournemouth.
6, maybe 8 there. It could have been Webby. And I'm not joking. 6 or 8-0, it could have been there today.
Yeah, it's just disappointing. So it's, you know, after, you know, you don't get carried away against Chelsea because Chelsea are right 2-8. But it's 3 points and it could have been 6 or 7, 8-1 for us on Wednesday night. But don't get, you know, you're coming again. I said it on the video the other day, but Bournemouth, they're probably behind us in the table for current form. And they never looked in any danger. I don't think they can even have to make 1 good save.
You and I didn't take Bournemouth lightly. The start of that game, Webby, how lightly did Manchester United take this Bournemouth? Because I see no effort whatsoever.
No, it was poor. From start to finish, so, you know, you're looking at probably our best player, Adam Maguire, 6 months ago, he couldn't get on the bench. You know, that's the state of the football club, Tony, at the moment. But we've got to bear with it, you know what I mean? We've got to stick with it now to let's see what January brings. Well,
what does Liverpool bring? That's the next one, Webby. I'm going with Kieran. I'm going with my grandson. Right? What does Liverpool bring? And if Liverpool brings an hiding, a defeat against Munich, if that's what comes, surely, Webby, these people in the power, you've seen it before.
Yeah, obviously they'll panic. But like you say, you can't polish a turd. A new manager comes in, they run and run for 2 games and everything's bright and breezy. And then after a few months, they're down tools again. Some of these are absolute clowns who don't give a monkeys about the club. And it's the way modern football is, Tony, but we've got to deal with it. We've got to pull together, and it starts on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock.
Before we go, Webby, one thing. Any positives?
Andy Maguire's performance again, I thought he looked steady. But apart from that, no, I can't see any positives.
Listen, thanks for joining us. Get your comments in and please smash that like button. Me and Webby, we've been absolutely on the floor here.